Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm very happy to be here to represent the Center of the Herbal Medicine Drug Development with Professor Yun from the University of Chicago and Professor Wang from the University of Macau to express our highlights of the centers. Majorly, the 3 points. The first one, we use the Center's funding support to build up one of the stop, including those of the CMC, pharmacology, toxicology for new drug development. Based on the center's platform, we applied the FDA IND and get approved. First IND to go into the phase 1 trial. We wish that we can finish it in the early next year. The third one, we finished one of the drugs for the ulcerative colitis, and we wish to submit to the China NMPA next year. Let me introduce very detail about this one. The center, we try to addressing currently those of the unmet medical needs, which is most of the researchers and the physicians working on that ones. Those of the unmet medical needs is why the Chinese medicine could be one of the solutions, is because the Chinese medicine is different from the chemical drugs, which is a mixture, including many of the components for that ones. For example, the Chinese medicine has been one source for the many of the drugs like the artemisinin. Currently, long COVID could be another solution that Chinese medicine can solve. But how can Chinese medicine can be applied for the new drug development? Everybody know that Chinese medicine has many experience for that ones. But we transforming those clinical evidence to the clinical, those of the drugs needing to go through the very stringent clinical trial design to getting those of the efficacy and safety data. Based on that one, we can go into the drugs for the design for that ones. We have, based on the InnoHK's support, we built up one of the stops, the solutions for the platform, including the drug discovery, which is a very important part. That different from other centers, we start from the clinical. So we start from the clinical data science group and then go through the pharmacognosy, pharmacology, and toxicology. Of course, we need to follow those different requirements from the jurisdictions requirement and then go through that for the applications. Of course, we cannot do it just by ourselves. We based on the collaboration, just internationally, from locally, and also, of course, the industry is very important too. Give some examples for the drug. The first one is for very long histories used in China for the constipation, but we developed that one as a new botanical drug for the cancer patients' constipations. We use a platform. We finished in around 2.5 years, and luckily we get the IND approved. We wish to finish the phase 1 trial in the United States in the early of next year. Secondly, we also target on another one is for ulcerative colitis, which is very difficult to treat, that is the conditions. We use approaches for integrated with Western medicine as an add-on approaches to treating those of the constipations, those of the ulcerative colitis. We finish all the IND works closely. We will submit in the early of the next years. The third one, addressing for constipation predominant irritable bowel syndrome, which is very common too. In the patient population, around 50% of the patients suffer from these conditions. But based on that one, we significantly reduce the daily dose from 10 grams per day to the 0.5 grams per day, which is very easily for patients to use that one. We wish that those of the efforts addressing those of the unmet medical needs through our platform. Some of them still have some new drugs in our pipelines to addressing different kinds of conditions. We wish to not just IND, just one of the steps. We hope that we can have more of the INDs and also can have some new NDAs that make the Chinese medicine drugs can work used not just in China, in Hong Kong, in Great Bay Area, in the world, to addressing those of unmet medical needs, that more patients to get benefits from Chinese medicine. Thank you.